Ha! I just figured out you couldn't hear me. We'll try again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you are watching. Thank you for joining the Friday pre-flight. Thank you all for being here. This is one of my favorite shows of the week, and I fixed the muting problem, guys. Amazing way to start out. I have turned into Nina Infinity, or as she calls herself sometimes, Tina Infinity. Although I think that was just author Stephen Walton. Anyway, we've got 18 in the audience. I know that it'll build over time. I love the beginning of this show. I need to work on more countdowns for my other programming, but that one's always a little fun. I like the that's the army band that plays that at the beginning of the show. So for the countdown, I love that. It's really cool. Anyway, thank you all for being here. You guys are absolutely the best. Aluvriani Makara is here, apparently needing an extra drink for that umbrella. Leonard Nimoy Day is 326. Wow, we're coming up on it, aren't we? Boston 2021. Well, very good. Thank you for being here, Terry Rose. Lord Thoth is here. Says, afternoon, everyone. Well, afternoon to one of my favorite mods on Gary's channel. Here's another one of my favorite mods on Gary's channel. Just another red shirt saying, hail all. Well, hail to you. And I really appreciated both of you being at the 6-minute daily this morning. And that one, again, had its technical difficulties. I think Friday I'm just going to be more apt to have that. It's the end of a week, and between real work and this, I'm a little busy. But thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate it. So hopefully you guys have had a chance to check out some very thoughtful videos by some creators in wake of the thing that we're going to probably end up talking about. Of course, this show is all about what we expect, you and I, and everybody here, what we expect from our weekend as far as our weekend shows go, the topics that they're likely to cover, as well as some thoughts that I might have on it and some thoughts that you may have on it as well. So thank you all for being here, guys. Wookie is in exile. Oh no, Wook, I don't know what happened. Oh my goodness, and that I'm probably going to get demonetized just for your just for your picture, my friend. Although, well done, and good to see you, Red Rooster. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to the show. Appreciate it. We've got Roof Korean. He is John Galt. Good to see you, and hail to you, my friend. It was good seeing you again last night a couple of different times. When you arrive early, we're going to give you some happy news. We're going to give you some interesting takes on some stuff, and I'm going to try to present a more adult conversation when it comes to some of the things that a little less raw emotion when it comes to certain things. So we'll definitely venture down that path as well. Yeah. We don't want to jump out without a parachute. That's for sure. Small Time is here. What's up? Hail. TSA, they give you the full Cuomo treatment. Oh boy, that's fantastic. I love that. I'm gonna have to refer to that in the future. There's Tina Bojan. What's going on, Tina? It's so good to see you. So good to see you. Theme Park Casuals here once again. It's good to see you. You guys got here early. I mean, we're talking. We had people here at 10 after the hour, so they've been waiting for 50 minutes or whatnot. So I appreciate all of you guys. You're great. Yep. And I was setting up, and I needed to get things going. We have low spec Linux laptop here. What's going on, my friend? Good afternoon to you. Critizable the Crazed is here. And of course, the ever lovely Lasso of Truth. How's it going, Trina? Good to see you. Godzillionaire, one of my favorite names, is here. That's great. Good to see you. Hail to you. Hail to the chat. I would love to serve lots of drinks today. Would be a good thing. But unfortunately, Runner's here and not quite an adult yet. But we're getting there, right, Runner? Right? Anyway, Runner, no, I haven't. This weekend is reserved for me to watch the Snyder Cut. I was in no rush. I wasn't going to be in a rush anyway to see it, but I will see it. And I'll give people my thoughts if they're interested. To be honest with you, I'm less inspired to watch it now. But, again, we're going to set that all aside. We're going to be adults about the whole thing, right? So we'll go from there. And I wasn't that late, was I? Just a few seconds, maybe, getting the intro started? Of course, then I started with the mute button on. Not so good. Well, hey, you know what? Roof Korean is, as long as it's not harassment, I don't know if anybody will bother you. There is the ever lovely Miss Martin Muses. Thank you for being here. This is the lovely woman who made it possible for me to stream live. Gave me the encouragement and the background so that I felt comfortable doing it for the very first time. So thank you very much for that, Teresa. You are wonderful. I hope if you're not subscribed, you go and check out her channel. And if it's for you, hit that subscribe button. She certainly deserves it. She's very good, very thoughtful. lots of interesting content, very diverse, kind of a wide range of things. So check that out. Let's see. Yeah, I started with the muting segment. I'm glad you guys are. I love it. I love it. What's going on, Angry Vader? It's good to see you, my friend. Probably see you tonight as well. I know a lot of people go to the after party. I'm not sure if we're 100% on with that over on Ward's Boards channel with the Mario Kart, but hopefully that's going to work. I did take notes from Gary. I take a lot of notes from Gary. Sometimes it's the mute button. You guys are relentless. I love you all. I love you too. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Hey, Culture, I finished watching the rest of ZS. Oh, yeah, Zach's Justice League. And you really like that's awesome, El Punk Tracy. Like you said, I'm going to be watching it this weekend. I've set aside a couple blocks of 2 hours to get it done. So we'll go from there. But it is what it is. Looked like a very enthusiastic intro. Yes, Dweez, I love doing the intros. They're a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. Great start to my long weekend. My favorite weave-wearing YouTuber. Oh, Critizable. It's not a weave. You guys are awesome, though. Andre Enrico is here. What's going on? Good afternoon, everyone. Well, good afternoon to you. Atlantean $20 super chat. The great boomer strikes again. Thank you, my friend. You're overly generous as always. It's good to see you. I hope your day is going very well. Looking forward to hopefully having you on Sunday. We're going to actually have Storyman Jack on the Sunday Culture Review again, so that'll be a lot of fun. And there's a short story he's going to read to us. So those are some of my favorite segments. Is we have a creator come on, they present an element of their work, and Storyman Jack does a very good job with all of that. So and just a great member of the community. Oh yeah, there you go. It's Gremlins. It wasn't me. It was the Gremlins. It is what it is. I'm avoiding the stuff between ZS and G and G. You know what, L Punk Tracy? It's not a bad plan. I have to mention it today first up because I guarantee you that's going to be the subject for a lot of conversations because of the article around the rap and everything else. But I'm going to approach it as an adult, somebody who's a little more thoughtful. Again, the raw emotion of it is past. It should it should pass quickly. You should be able to get past a lot of these things as fast as you can, so that you can break it down more intellectually and be a little more intellectually honest. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm glad to hear that a lot of people are favoring this cut of the film. I didn't expect any different. Naughty Monkey or Wrath, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you for a little bit. Good to see you, my friend. Jaffo is here. What's going on, Jaffo? Hail to you and the chat. Can I get a pillow and a hot towel? Sure, absolutely. I'm sure somebody will bring one over to you right away. Nuts would definitely go well with the drinks. I agree with you there. In some of the nicer places, you used to get almonds with your alcoholic beverages. That was an interesting thing for sure. Hey, Runner's watching it a second time, so that's good. Biggles Mets, thank you for stopping by this morning and for the super chat this morning, Biggles. I appreciate you, my friend. It's good to see you. Grim Akuma is here. What's going on, Grin? Good to see you. We also have the Memes of Destruction. What's up, Memes? Memes looks all yoked in that picture, man. Like he's like gonna, crush a human. Really funny. Not a fan of the Snyder Cut. Okay, well, again, everybody's going to have their take on it, and that's just like with any other film. You either like it or you don't like it, or you think it's okay or you think it's great. Everybody's allowed their range of opinion, and that's why I am so proud to be part of this community, because we all, accepting of each other's opinions most of the time, anyway. Unless it's just improper, and then he's almost always wrong. Beesman is here. Hey, what's going on, Beesman? I love it. Biggle says, $5. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, question, if my steamer shot water on my green screen and looks like it possibly stained it, is it going to ruin shots when I use it? Not necessarily. Okay, so you should be able to scale similarity in OBS to eliminate any of those imperfections, because a lot of times green screens are made up of material that's fairly dense. It's not really felt; it's a muslin, but it definitely has a texture to it, and you can adjust for that texture. So you should be able to make up for that. Of course, if it's a steamer, you should be able to just iron out any imperfections. But in fact, they tell you to use, especially if it's a muslin cloth green screen, they tell you to just iron out any imperfections. Some people do use a steamer to do that. So hard to say. But good to see you, Ed Straker from Shadow. Commander Ed Straker, how's it going? Good to see you. Raptor, Raptor is 50 are here, and apparently probably laughing at me, I would guess. Riff Magos, our good friend from down under, and also with another YouTube channel, the Jedi Rifter. So guys, check that out. Says for $5 Australian, hail Culture Casino. My fellow sarcastic Jedi detective, Citizen 333, also an awesome person, and I enjoyed our longest live stream so far on his channel. It was fun. Well, I will have to check that out. Yeah, you guys, I love it, and I love Citizen 333's iconography because it's all done in Disney lettering. So I think that's very, very cool. So Tribbles in the Machine, there you go. Man, I can't believe how many people have rolled in here. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be interested in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just go in there with some trepidation, right? Just be prepared, because by the time you get to the third episode, things could be rough waters for some people. So, well, be safe, naughty monkey of wrath, and take care of the things that you need to take care of there. Ready Player One, very good. You're going to be living in Ready Player One in less than 10 years, I predict. So be prepared for that. What's up, Nina Infinity? It's good to see you. We also have Lady Mist. Hi, Lady Mist. It's good to see you. And Dark Shadow Logan. Thank you. Thanks for being here, my friend. And Atlantic for another $10. Dude, thank you. But my gosh, thank you for the $10 super chat. Wow. Oh, almost forgot. Hashtag runner is not a chew toy. No, you're right. Runner's not a chew toy. Although it's fun to say, shut up, runner, once in a while. You should only do it when it's needed. So it is the truth. Justin can never be correct. Well, there you go. Muslin cloth. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Did I say it wrong? Muslin? Muslin? It might be regional. I don't know. There's Storyman Jack. What's up? Hail! Listen to my latest story on YouTube. Love you. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And I actually promoted you right at the beginning of the stream, Storyman, telling everybody you're going to be on Sunday for the Sunday Culture Review. And the latest story, the 41-minute one, is fantastic. So if you guys haven't listened to that one, it's great. What's up, Matt G? Matt G's already promoting everything here, including the Gaming Lounge, and of course, all Mandy all the time. Whoa, Fatal J's stream got ganked. Why? They pulled it down because of his opinion on the Snyder thing? Did he use like some footage or something? That's no good. I'll have to look into that one. Matt G. Oh my God, like, no, you're here because you're not somewhere else at Infinity. RC from the NYC, thank you again. If you didn't catch it earlier in the chat, thank you for the popcorn super sticker that you threw in there at the end of the 6-minute daily. I appreciate that, my friend. It's good to see you here as well. Ken Jack Bem rolls in here and says, pumpkins for everyone. Well, thank you, Ken Jack Ben, for the pumpkins. I love it. I love it. No, I did not say no. Muslin, Lin, in. Yeah, no, I wouldn't make that mistake. Anyway, yeah, that's what I would guess. Probably too much footage. Got to be real careful with that. Warner Brothers is testy. You can get away with about 7 seconds of no sound footage with Warner Brothers. I usually keep it 7 seconds or less, like when I was doing the reviews for Westworld. Again, if you put yourself in front of the footage, if it's a little bit filtered and if it's limited, you're usually okay. But they do watermark everything at Warner Brothers, and the bots pick that up right away. So, what's up, Accidental Tourist? It's good to see you. We used to call our set build sheets. Oh wow, I did not know that. Yeah, Muslin. Oh, what's this about EVS got flagged? Yeah, I think there was a false flag. I haven't had a chance to dive into that particular story. But look, I mean, there's a lot of the false flagging stuff going around about the community, and here's the thing. I mean, you give everybody leverage on that, and there's something to talk about there. They're going to try to cast you with whatever Paul they can get away with. So, yeah, I'll look further into that, but I think it was a false flag thing, and that happens a lot now, because people don't like your opinion because you're calling out their indoctrination or whatever term you want to use, their educational background, whatnot. They don't. They consider when you don't agree with them, that's hate. Well, no, it's we don't agree. That's all right. I'm not exactly sure people should be too upset about what Jack Snyder said, or excuse me, Zack Snyder. I keep doing that. Zack Snyder said it seemed like clumsy verbiage and from a socially awkward person. But what do I know? Ken Jack Ben. There's a lot of good thought process there. I think that you'll see. I think you'll see in what I'm going to say today a little bit of that. I said quite a bit of that, or similar to it on Comics Division stream last night. The problem is that as somebody who creates things and tells stories and stuff like that, you mean you could definitely there definitely could have been some stuff in there. But that definitely could have been a better way to do that, letting one thing breathe into the other, or not bringing the first thing up in the first place. But it is what it is. I am actually, Hugh Photographer, going to be working on some the Bear Dog merch. Hopefully he'll cooperate. Sometimes he doesn't. But you guys, there's actually a really cute picture of him wearing his tennis shoes. So there you go. Oh yeah, EVS getting flagged, criticizable. Yeah, I heard about it. YouTube does hate pie. I think that's true. Happy Friday to you, Jamie Castile. Good to see you. Love that icon. It's pretty awesome. Machiny 90, my good friend, the artist of Rogue Entertainment, and also and just a great creator, a good friend. Machiny 90's channel is a lot of fun. Thank you for the super sticker, Machiny. I appreciate it with the little Shiba Inu farting hearts. I love that one. It's really good. Yeah, they don't like pie. They don't like pie. M. Dastardly is here. What's going on? Hail Culture, how are you, man? Did you see the trailer for Boss Level? Not yet. Not yet. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Spoil it. All right. Tox Fox says Kevin Smith said the same thing on the. Yes, I actually. You know what? It's a conversation that I had last night when I was on Comics Division with Comics Division author Stephen Walton, John Trent from Bounding into Comics. I said, look, Kevin Smith said largely the same thing in the same way, almost verbatim, if not exactly verbatim. So I think the problem was putting those two things together made it really clumsy and made it seem like he was saying something he wasn't actually saying. And I think Uche was speaking to that this morning on Midnight's Edge. If you guys caught any of that stream, of course, you can definitely go back and watch that at a later time. Yep, Bear Dog, Bear merch. He has shoes. He does have shoes. It's very cute. 4 little red shoes. They're very cute. That the Islington girl sends for a $2 Canadian a super sticker. That's again a Shiba Inu. Just a little wave. Hello. I love that. So great to see you. Thank the Islington girl. I appreciate it very much. You guys are so fun. I love it. You guys sending my favorite little stickers. Oh, and Andre Enrico says Boss Level is really good. Okay, all right. You guys, you've sold me. All right, well, let's move into this because we've already broached the subject, and I don't want El Punk Trace to leave. I want to have an adult conversation very quickly about the things that went down and a lot of disingenuous reporting as well. Now, it doesn't have it didn't help that we had a lot of people in the community, including myself, for a few minutes, have some form of an emotional reaction to what happened on that stream. But just a recap, and again, I'll bring it up right now. Moments before Zack Snyder appeared on the charity stream, again, at that point, it had already made over $60,000 for a charity where the target goal was 50,000. It was already miles and miles beyond where it was going to be. So this is what was happening before Zack Snyder showed up. Everybody was super excited and pumped for what was about to happen. This is what it looked like after he showed up and said what he said, which the mood seems to have changed fairly substantially. And then within a minute or so after that, because I think I have the timestamp up there, a minute or so after that, this is the mood all around. There's no more smiles. Everybody feels like they were just thrown under the bus. Not only that, if you look at the chat, right? If you look at the chat, you see people in the chat are already starting to catch on to what was said. Now, there was somebody in the previous screenshot that I took saying, what did Zach just say? Or something similar to that. You can actually watch the replay of this chat, the chat replay on the live stream here. As you can see right now, when this live stream ended, it ended at around $79,000. Not, after 2 hours and 47 minutes. I think it kind of got cut short because the mood had changed in here, and it hasn't moved very much. The numbers that were in the auction obviously are going to boost this total overall, but it's a real shame because I believe that this thing was headed for a much higher number, and so I just think it took the wind out of the sails. Now, if I'm to do what is supposed to be done in these situations, I have to give Zach some benefit of the doubt. At the same time, I have to be a realist and realize that when you put two things like that together, without a significant break or even letting it breathe for a moment, it's not good. And I believe there's supposed to be some clarification, which will really help, assuage some people's concerns. And maybe if that's strong enough, statement, it will make publications like The Wrap have to retract what they said about the people that were on that stream, which, of course, with the diversity on that screen, saying the thing that The Wrap said was pretty foul. Let's just put it in those terms. Hey, what's going on, Ironcaster? It's good to see you. Yeah, Zach literally stayed on the stream to the last minute before the red carpet. If he didn't want to be there, he would have left earlier. No, you're 100% right, Tox Fox, and that's the thing. I mean, literally, Kevin Smith was waiting for. If you rewatch the red carpet event, the digital red carpet they called it, you could see, that he essentially just moved into his personal theater with his wife to do that interview. So it was really kind of the absolute last thing. So it like I said, it's a real shame what happened. We'll have to see what's going on in the future. Let's assume that there is a clarification, as Uche has said, that will be shared with us at some point in the future. Because it's not a good look to insult fans, and especially not to do it in the midst of a charitable live stream in this case. Thank you, Roger Haynes, for the thumbs up super sticker, my friend. I love those. I love it when you do those. It's pretty awesome. I appreciate it very much. That's quite possible, Tox Fox. And again, I mean, we'll have to see. What comes out of it, because again, if there's a clarification that's offered here, if we get something more concrete that there's been an accidental conflating of the two things or whatnot, or pick your adjective there. We'll have to see. And absolutely, Matt G, do check out Fatal J's comic book, Ninja Blast. I backed it first day, right when it launched, so you should definitely check it out. It was very, very cringe. It definitely slapped, the enthusiasm right out of it. So, and that don't know. I think that's kind of strong memes. I hope nobody used that headline. Yeah, she did. Yeah, again, I mean, I've watched it several times. I've been on several shows that have talked about it. And again, we're going to talk about this in a very adult way, allowing for everybody to be thoughtful about it. Because like you said, I mean, it was really easy in the moment to have an emotional reaction to the two things being linked together. And we watched the chat kind of go off the rails in real time. And of course, I was on a live stream trying to give updates on all of this, and I really wanted to be there when Zach showed up in the stream. When I got to the stream, things had already died off as far as donations and the chat and everything else, which was a real shame. I really don't believe that would have been, because that would just be such a craven act, in one to sabotage your own, charitable interests. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, they looked really rough. Yeah. Well, the heads up they got was that there was going to be a disclaimer But from what I'm to understand, at that point in time, the page in question, the auction page, didn't have any reference to the G&G channels. I mean, I looked at it almost immediately after I reviewed what had happened, and I didn't see anything on there that indicated that it was even affiliated, including the eBay stuff. Because on eBay, you can actually see any revision that's made on an auction item, anything on that page in regards to the auction item. I saw no revisions on any of the items that I checked. Now, I didn't check every one, but yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Accidental choice is one good thing to come out of this. I discovered many two channels that I did not know existed. Awesome. And I'm following more great content creators. Well, there you go. And we have a lot of them. Yeah. When you put them together, you conflate G&G with what you said. Well, yeah. Like I said, it is what it is. Lou Freehan, the rap can gargle my curly bits. Bagel says, I was live when this happened, so basically my reaction to it has no emotion to it. It feels badly worded and too close together, and I feel bad for Ryan, Lethal, and Uche. I think that's honestly, if you know them, that's where your emotions were, right? And that's where my friend and fellow Rogue Entertainment member, author Stephen Walton, that's where he falls to. He feels for the guys who just kind of maybe felt like they got kicked right then. So hard to say. We absolutely need to create our own stuff. I think I said as much on Thursday's 6 Minute Daily in my editorial, my preamble before the actual 6 Minute Daily. I'm going to leave that one up for a while. Normally, within a couple days, I unlist all the 6 Minute Dailies, and YouTube actually assassinated my live stream channel for some reason. They have spam, or some other such. So, so I'm like, all right, well, I'll try that in a different form at some point in time. But dang, that was really rough. It is what it is. Yeah, I understand that people were stunned and told to stay quiet, but it should have been called out. I don't know. It's hard because when you're in a live stream, you're in a particular train of thought, and this is where I really want to. I'm glad you brought this up. I don't know if you can fault anybody on the panel for like just trying to keep things moving forward, right? I mean, Uche could only do what he could do. He's had media training. He's been taught how to be media cool in the NFL. That's absolutely something that you get. I mean, it's all the Marshall McLuhan theories and stuff that kind of fall into place. And when it comes to speaking to the media and doing your own PR, you limit what you say to supportive statements of whatever it is you're talking about. I don't know. Could somebody else have pivoted better? Maybe. What I don't want to see, and this is the thing, I don't want to see infighting in the community. It doesn't make sense. Okay, we're about unity and coming together around the concept of free speech and opinion and all of these things. Why would we behave like the very thing that we call out almost on a daily basis? That makes no sense. Um, could it have been handled differently? Sure, but hindsight's always 2020, right? And let's not, like I said, let's not. I guarantee you, if you followed Twitter that day, Jeremy posted a tweet like within just a few minutes after it happening, saying, "I we'll get into this on our G&G channel later after the live stream for the fundraiser, and we'll talk about it there." And you know what? That was pretty solid response from the boss. I mean, the guy's, the reason his business is more and more successful all the time, he's pretty wise. He's pretty wise. So, and the fans have been crapped on for a long time. There's no doubt about it. No, your opinion. I'm not saying your opinion's invalid. Absolutely not. The Islington girl. I think that, like I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, there are times when you wish you didn't say something, or there's times you wish you said something. It just is. I don't know. What I'm not sure what it would have changed, other than, like you said, a declarative statement or a restatement would have been something to solicit from Zach at that time, right? a clarification, maybe. So Zach is always such a gentleman. Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what? When you're a director, every once in a while, you're going to make a film that not everybody loves, right? Um, and you're right. I mean, it would be odd for him to insult G&G out of the blue, which again speaks to, if you look at it carefully, maybe not quite what it is, but I promise you, everybody's going to be talking about this all weekend long. There's some other stories that are going to hit. There's supposedly some leaked treatment for Rangers that made it out into the wild, and our friend Doomcock and maybe a couple of others have now seen said treatment. You know, I think people are referring to it as an outline, but would it probably have just been a treatment. But anyway, um, we'll go from there with that story. I don't know how extensively that'll be covered this weekend, but there's other stuff in addition to this the Snyder Cut thing. So what's up, Jeremy Swiggs? Good to see you. I thought the whole thing was the G&G logo. I didn't see it anywhere. Memes, not, and I believe that's what he was referring to, but I didn't see it. What's up, Canadian Spider-Man? He wasn't careful with the wording. He knows the media will distort everything. Anyway, what's happening to G&G is horrible, also new for them, but Zach's been through this stuff like this. Oh, absolutely. And at the same time, this is one of those moments where you step back and you go, if there's a clarifying statement that shows up somehow, and you have to get the rap to eat their words, that's the thing you publish. If you're G&G or anybody associated or just a part of the community, you go, look, they had to eat their words for their fake reporting, their false narrative, and you could do a lap on that if you wanted to, I guess. So yeah, it was pretty painful to watch. That's very true. I wouldn't say that's the case. I think that he has some strong opinions when it comes to him. You'll have to ask him yourself. I won't speak for author Stephen Walton. I think that everybody's going to talk about things that happen as they happen. I mean, that's part of the gig, being in the reaction space for YouTube. If you try to do more evergreen content, things that are not reactive, that's a different kind of YouTube. I mean, but author Stephen Walton prizes himself as the historian for the community and the movement, the fandom menace, and he's going to say things that come to him, and you know what, I support his every single word that he's allowed to say. I don't have to agree with those words, but I support the fact that he can do it, and so can Ethan. Ethan's been leading an amazing movement for a long time, and say what you will about any of these movements, any of these ideas around independent creation. These are machines. Whether or not we always agree with them, we should be helping move forward. We should be pushing them because we need to push the old thought process out of the way, because it's what got us where we're at right now. They've been infiltrated by all of these crappy ideas, and that are full of divisiveness. That's all they are designed to do, is divide us further. So we just have to tear down those machines and build new ones. Actually, we're we're building new machines that are going to run over these old ones. I think that's what's starting to happen. And I think it's really easy for the old media to react to the newer media, the people that are in the YouTube space and places like that. I think I think they need to, or they feel the need to react to that, because they're being taken over. They see it. I think Gary probably spoke to it very effectively yesterday, saying they're seeing a meteor. They're seeing the meteor of us, the YouTube folks, the community that's replacing mainstream fake news and all these other things with research stories. In fact, if you go out of the United States, out of the U.S., I'm going to give you some tricks and secrets. Look at the news in India. Look at the news in other countries around the world. Those of you who are outside the United States already do this, but we're very U.S. centric sometimes. If you look at the way things are reported in other countries, they're done with not any of the language spin that you see out of the mainstream in the United States. So you're going to get a clear picture. They're going to say, yeah, Florida did better. Their economy is booming. They don't have the social distancing in the schools. They'll bring to the fact that there are 34 30 some states. I'm not going to say 34. That may not be accurate, but it's 30 some states where they had abandoned the idea of these CDC guidelines. And as of today, the CDC changed up those guidelines. They relaxed them. So it's a weird thing, and I don't want to bring that into anything because I didn't like the idea that they took something that was a global crisis and turned it into this political vehicle because they didn't like a person. So, and when things come to light, like what happened in New York and stuff and all of that, I think that's the kind of thing that disgusts me because after the fact, you see that the statements made by the person that you didn't like were on point. Just dumb. Snyder said what he said because his overlords told him. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I think that statement was handed out to everybody that was going to be promoting the film or anything else around Warner Brothers. I don't think it was just this thing. I mean, the problem is that the thing they're trying to associate with what happened, right, at the massage parlors that they're referring to, which he didn't even explicitly say, which means you took the weight out of that balloon too. You made a statement that didn't have any gravity to it because there were a huge number of there's a giant amount of the audience that has no idea what had occurred, right? So you're making an assumption that people are consuming whatever it is that you want them to as far as news, and which means you misunderstand the community you're presenting to, because we are disregarding the mainstream because they are constantly lying and they're found to be lying and they're supporting lying. So that's where all that comes from. Anyway, that is what it is. But I don't think you highly doubt ZS. I don't think he knew that it would have that effect, that it would cool the room, which is what it did. Yeah, he hasn't. He's had time to clarify, but he hasn't. He's also a fairly busy guy. I'm going to give him another 24 hours. I really hope Uche forces the issue and gets something out of him, to be honest with you. Dark Shadow Logan, if Uche or anyone else had confronted Zach right there, he could have derailed it. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He could have made it far, far worse, and it would have made J&G look bad. Instead, they moved forward. I think that's a good way of looking at that. And confronting isn't the right word. Asking for a clarifying statement, I don't know if that's confronting. It's just, look, Zach, I'm not sure many people know what happened and to what you're referring. Yeah. Just give him a chance to dance out of it, High knee sight is 2020. Absolutely. I hold no remorse for him. Snyder's either wrongfully ignorant of how that statement would have been a gut punch, or he didn't care. Huh. I understand that perspective, Atlantean. I really do. Anyone who is part of the Matrix is a potential agent. Looking at their faces, they forgot that. Absolutely. Yeah, actually, those pictures are 1,000 words. That's why I showed them. I don't have to cover it anymore. I don't have to play the clips. I don't have to do any of that. It is what it is. So it's not an easy situation, but I guess I would have wanted someone to jump on the comment and demand he clarify. He opened with that. Walking in the door, the subtlety could have been different. He could have handled it differently. Or again, he could have made sure that those comments weren't tied together in the way that they were. But maybe they were just tied in your mind. Or maybe they're just tied in my mind or all of our minds. That's kind of the way NLP works, though. Anyway, structure of language and all of that. What's up, Zach Rout? Good to see you. I think we covered most of this, and obviously we have more super chats coming in. So, and Gary is the new Johnny Carson. There's no doubt about that. I have no affinity for the DCU or Snyder's movie. I had planned to watch the Snyder Cut this weekend in support of the fan movement, but Snyder's statements left a bad taste in my mouth. Like you said, I didn't rush to find time to make that work for me. I'm fitting it into this weekend. I've got 2-hour blocks set aside to do so. That's it. And then I'll give an opinion if somebody solicits it, what I thought of it. I have to say this. From everything I've heard, it sounds perfectly lovely. And I find it hard to believe that it couldn't be better than the Justice League, because I think Whedon just killed the property, but that's just me. Ironcaster says, Gary is the new Johnny Carson. I think I already read that one. Storyman Jack for a $5 super chat says, I am not going to say much more than this. However, a mainstream author I look up to DM'd me and then called me to tell me to finish Circles Revan. I think you should. I really do. In fact, I cannot wait for you to read what you're going to read on the Sunday show. I'm very excited for that, my friend. I'm going to keep promoting you because, I believe in you and I believe in your stories. And I think being open to comic artists utilizing those stories is awesome too. I think you're going to get a lot of support that way. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely need people to listen. There's no doubt about it. Guys, check out Storyman Jack's channel and his stories. They are worthwhile. Memes is still on this. Let's legalize dueling. Yes. I don't know. We'd end up with people that were just quick hands. I don't know if that's good. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man, it's fine. We're going to move on, I promise. What's going on, Keck? It's good to see you. I stand with what Jeremy told them to do. Any reprisal on that stream would have given the media more ammo. No, absolutely. And there we go. And let's just oh my gosh. That's a shame, Dark Shadow Logan. I'll have to check in with Lethal. Shoot him a DM or something. Crap. You're fine, Karen Prime. Thank you for being here. God dang. Oh, this lady. You guys are so awesome. Rob, what's up? Rob Moobley's here. To be a big time director like that, you have to be very intelligent and quick on your feet. Yeah, but again, I mean, we all say sloppy things in sloppy ways from time to time. It just happens. But let's move on to the next subject, what I guarantee you the guys are going to talk about, and a lot of it's because the relevance for this is all in the timing. It's all in the timing. It's the fact that Bill Burr is in hot water with feminists over Grammys joke, as he predicted, which he did. If you remember on his very own podcast, he talks specifically about what could happen. He would say something, it would be taken out of context, blah, blah, blah. Mispronouncing a name, we all do it. I do it on this stream all the time. And you know what? It's perfectly understandable. There's differences in language. There's differences in how somebody expects you to say their name. If you're not familiar with a name because it's not common, we use common in whatever country of origin you're from, you're going to have a harder time pronouncing it. I've been places where they have a hard time pronouncing my very simple name. So we would say that you could be forgiven for that. And then people are like, well, you should have practiced. I'm like going, this was a taped event. This wasn't even for real live. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous, right? They're going after him for something weak, which he knew was going to happen. And of course, because he showed support for Gina Carano, it's going to be even easier for them to do this. And he joked about things that, like this term cis, which is actually, believe it or not, you should be taking that as a slur, guys. You should be hitting back on that one. But it's it's to be expected. They play by the same book that I've been talking about, Rules for Radicals. If you want to find out what these insane human beings use as a playbook, that's a good place to start. Plus, you can turn it around on them if you're informed. So look that one up, Rules for Radicals. I just want to say CultureCasino has no affiliation with the Atlantean. Well, that's true. What's up, Larry? Larry, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being a huge supporter here in the community. El Punk Trace sends me a going to sleep sticker. Well, I'm glad that I've changed subjects, my friend, because we beat that one to pieces. So we just need to move along. Move along. Canadian Spider says, I meant specifically, I hadn't heard of the shootings at the massage parlor when I heard Snyder speak about G&G and had no idea what he was referencing. And I guarantee you the vast majority of the audience didn't know either. Now, a lot of people consume information the way some of us do. And we don't have time. During the course of a busy day, do you really have time for that? To find out that this person was frustrated had lots of issues. Had nothing to do with any of the things that the media is trying to spin it as. No, no. And that's the other thing. How can you believe anything they have to say when it's always spin? Uh, oh, Fed's Drum says, good evening. Good eve, everyone, essentially, I think. Here's bedtime. Well, very good. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will keep going. I love doing it. I love doing the streams. And yeah, I love Bill Burr. He's awesome. CultureCasino. Yeah, well, I've been called way worse. Uh, and there's a channel, there's a gambling channel that I think is similar to my name. It's backwards. It's Casino Culture, and that happens to me all the time. I'm like, no. People screw up my name all the time. If I had a temper tantrum every time that happened, I'd be nothing more than a ball of rage and snot. Yeah, people would go bananas. I like to assume that I do it very well, Louvrian Imakara. I like to think that I pronounce that properly. If not, I'm sure you would tell me, I hope. But I think I've been doing it right. What's up, Judicon? It's good to see you. I can't even remember what cis means. It means I prefer. I don't even want to go there. It's not fun. Yeah. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. That's kind of cool. Oh, I have a meeting in just a bit. Have an awesome rest of the stream. Thanks, Biggles. I appreciate all of your support, my friend. Very, very much. Thanks for being here and a member of the channel. And my goodness, super chatting and everything else. I appreciate it. I really do. They hate it when we use their own words like cis. Well, that's probably true, but it's also kind of a slur, and we should take it as such. Judicon, thank you so much for the fist bump, my friend. Fist bump super sticker. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Tater Squad. Anytime anyone disavows hate these days, they've already lost me. It usually means they don't understand the difference. I mean, that's one of the reasons why in the stream I did yesterday as an editorial before the 6-minute daily, I read kind of the definition of what a hate group would be from a perspective of people that should know better, or used to. Anyway. Look at my name. I got over it when I was 10. See you for your family. I think I said that right. Someday somebody's going to have to. I will be happy to phonetically pronounce your guys' names if I'm messing them up. The Islington girl. The only people who ever got my last name right were folks in the UK, where my name is from. Yeah. There you go. The Lounge Lizards of CultureCasino, new late night talk show. Hey, I think that sounds good. I just don't know when I would do it. I'm on a lot of streams in the evenings, and I don't want to change any of those. So I'm full up. I'm full up, I think, with stuff. So, you've got my name down at CultureCasino. It's always fun to watch Gary stumble over it. Well, at least look. I mean, we all get to hang out and laugh at each other. It's a lot of fun. I'm very much, gender identified at birth. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Ken Jack Ben says, saw my name once and said it was Cake in Jack Bacon. I love that. That's awesome. I hope that wasn't me. Cypher. Oh, Cypher. Oh, very good. Cypher family. Okay, thank you. See? Now I'll have that in my head. What's up, Lyndon? It's so good to see you, my friend. I have to say that I was just telling everybody just a few minutes ago that I really appreciated your approach to what happened on that stream. And that you were of the opinion that he Zach actually just kind of stumbled and put two things together that probably he didn't intend to do it the way that he did it. So thanks for that. Thanks for that, and your thoughts, man. I really appreciate how thoughtful you are, Lyndon. It's good to see you. Good to see you, dude. What's up, Night's End? What up, Culture? Thanks for checking out my video. Of course, anytime you send them out, I try to watch everybody's stuff. Obviously, I watched Lyndon's stuff yesterday. I tried to watch. I try to watch your stuff whenever I can, whenever I see them. So it's good to see you, though, man. Yeah. I tried to find you a cool Batman shirt too. Nah, I thought that was a really cool one, man. That was the shirt you were wearing was Starry Night with Batman instead. The little logos. I thought it was really cool. That was really cool. Did Bill Burr ever stop being in hot water with feminists? This is not news to me. No, He's always there, and that's fine. That's fine. Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I forgot. That's on the page, isn't it? Yeah, he's having some trouble with stairs. It's okay. Yay, Lyndon's here. Thanks, man. Zach, clarification coming soon, supposedly. Yeah, I know. I heard that. I heard that on Midnight's Edge earlier today, right from Uche's mouth. I hope that's true. And again, if that's the case, I mean, there should be a demand for the Wrap and other publications and all of these like checkmarky Twitter fiends to eat their words or recant or what's retract. That's the right word. Retract, right? Yeah. Da, da, da. Oh, you've got it. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, PDF works too. Absolutely. Yeah, it is. It is. Everybody's looking at this. Okay, I'm taking that off the screen because it's not just on the stairs, guys. But anyway, it is what it is. Um, I imagine there is one. That's all I'll say about that. Oh, be safe, Karen. Thank you for listening and driving. Just be safe, Karen Prime. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. I did a crappy live stream this morning about Zack Snyder and G&G thing. Cool, Shellback. I'll have to check that out as well. I hope everything's going better there, my friend, and hopefully we can check out everything that you're doing over on your channel. I liked it when you were making regular content. I know it's hard right now, but there's plenty to talk about, not just this thing. Believe me. Be safe, my friend Biggles. Be safe. Pulled a Wes there, did you? Wes is better at it than I am. Wes is better at it than I am. That's all I have to say about that. So I guarantee you that they'll be talking about the Bill Burr situation. I think that that's going to be on the plate as well as the Grammys itself, because Candace Owens and Cardi B are having a Twitter war. That's going to be a subject tonight. I don't know if any of you guys have seen any of that, but here's the thing. You have a very educated, intelligent, well-spoken woman being attacked by somebody who isn't quite there. Good performing artist in some people's opinions, but maybe not up to the task of going toe-to-toe with Candace Owens. And again, this is somebody who's suing Facebook and has the grounds to probably win. It warned you. So I imagine, it's going to be bad news on that other side of the rainbow, but we'll see. We'll see. I think Cardi B needs to step back and say, you know what? Maybe this is not the arena I want to play in. So, Culture Casino, off to record another original story. Well, thank you very much for being here, my friend. Saving second chapter to read on segment, the Sunday Culture Review. I cannot wait for this Sunday. This is where he's going to read it. Very good segment to be sure to tune in. Absolutely. Can't wait. Thanks, Storyman. Have a good day, my friend. Go write more stories. We need more creators. We even need contrarian voices like our friend Shellback. There you go. WAP against intelligence. Yes. All right. It's not altogether certain that Cardi B will understand any of the words. Oh man. Okay. I couldn't finish that. Thank you, Ken Jack Ben. But it is what it is. And like I said, I guarantee you that's going to be a subject, considering an over 50% drop. I think I gave the exact number on one of my streams. Some like 58% drop from last year for the Grammys. All these award shows are falling off a cliff, and they're going to continue to. It's going to be people that are involved in the industry in some way or invested in it because of family or something else that are going to be watching these award shows, and that's it. They're not going to attract outside eyeballs anymore because when you insult your audience, the consumers, when you insult the people that have the money, to buy your crap, you're being short-sighted, and you're lacking self-awareness. I mean, obviously, but You're being short-sighted. And most of these major corporations are doing that. And if they don't get the rapid descent into the political slide that they're trying to all fit into right now, um, they're going to have some problems. As my Grammy would have said, Candace is having a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent. Yes, Tina, absolutely. Absolutely. Lord Thoth, yeah, believe it or not, there are some award shows out there still. There really are. Nobody watches them. I think some of the numbers are even inflated, to be honest with you. I mean, again, look at what happened to cable news. I mean, CNN ratings have fallen off the cliff. They've lost more than 50% of their audience. I mean, when you don't have one man to blame absolutely everything on, you turn to Tucker Carlson, which is just not the target you were looking for. And you continue to fail. And then pointing out the failures of other news channels. CNN was caught doing this by that knucklehead that they have on from time to time. I cannot remember his name, so I apologize for the personal attack there, but he's pretty dim. He's attacking at the same time. He's lost more viewership than the target that he was pointing at. Projection. In every way. That's how you can tell these people lack self-awareness. If they're telling you, well, these people are bad for these reasons, then you should probably be able to find all those skeletons in their closet. I'm just saying. Hey, Becky, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here again. I saw you this morning. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Going to watch Avengers: The Age of Ultron now. Adios, Chuckles Casino in chat. Good to see you, L Punk Tracy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate your support. I really do. Going to be easy to win an argument when your opponent. Yeah, there's a lot of straw men and women out there, right? Consumers do rule every single day. Captain Trek, it's good to see you, my friend. I'm going to try next week to catch the Morning Brew. I always misremember the name of the show, but you do a good morning show that I really wish more people caught. I saw that the channel's growing, which I think is great. I think you need to get more attendance at those morning shows, which are happening before my 6-minute daily. So hopefully if I can get up early enough in the morning to take care of all of the stuff that I have to do before I get ready for a stream, I'll swing in there and check it out. I like doing it. I get in there as often as I can. So it's good to see you, though. Good to see you. These award ceremonies are now merely trade shows. Kinda. Really? And that's weird because now we're moving more towards virtual upfronts for studios and for television networks that are going to essentially be peddling their products the same way they would to any other consumer. So you're not going to be getting the trips and the fabulous things that you would get as a member of the press that were covering these things. They used to call them, well, politically they're called junkets. I imagine in the media world they're also referred to as such. But Shellback, yay! Well, yeah, it stopped being relevant about then. Yeah, I think you're right, Beesman. I think you're right. The only interest I would have in any award show would be is Ricky Gervais was there roasting Hollywood. Oh, that was the best. Right before all of this stuff happened in the world, he pointed at the emperor and said, "You're wearing no clothes. You're wearing no clothes." They've been wearing clothes for a long time, guys. They really haven't. No one would ever project on the internet. No, they wouldn't. Memes. You're right. I misspoke. Nobody ever projects. Never. Grammys have been lousy ever since Homer Simpson threw his away. We need a B Sharps reunion. Hey. All right. Ooh. Yeah. Look, attacking fans is a bad business model. It really is. Antique Roadshow is better than some of these award shows. That's true. And sometimes more viewed. If you look at the NBA ratings now compared to other programming, the NBA used to rule all at this time of year. Ratings are off a cliff. I don't even know, and we're not going to talk about, I don't think anybody will talk about it this weekend other than me, but the NFL deal for the rights was $110 billion deal over 11 years with a 7-year out clause. That's going to hurt everybody who bid for it. The only person who had, in many analysts' opinion, the only company that had an increase in value with a modest increase in cost was Disney. But that's because they were dramatically overpaying for what they had in the first place. So Disney probably just held the line and said, "We're going to give you this small kick up, but that's it." But it's just dumb. So they're now paying essentially double for those rights while the product has been declining and the viewership in the last year tanked. And they're not in any way going to be changing how they're presenting themselves. So you're going to continue to see those ratings slide. That's not the financial windfall you're looking for, and you're not going to be able to make it up on the subscriber side of thing in the digital world, which is kind of what they're hoping for. When you're losing advertising revenue for the people that are carrying the product. The carriage fees are going to have to go up for all these cable and satellite providers. They're not going to be willing to pay it. You're going to lose more consumers that way. People are going to go to cord cutting and alternate ways of watching your media without paying for your subscription service either. Stupidity. Giant stupidity. Atlantean for another $5. One more, just because. Thank you, my friend. You stop being overly generous. Anyway, please be safe. I know you're out there working, my friend. Just be safe. I know you're taking care of a lot of people. Just be safe. Finding old stuff is cool. Yes, especially old media. You have 100 years worth of old media to watch and consume. Do that. And find new media, not made by the old machine, but by the new machine, your fellow creators, YouTube, many other places. I mean, look at what Az was able to do with Ocean Man, right? Thanks to Problem Being and other talented people. It charted, freaking charted. Tom's on his way too. I think he's the thing he put together. I think that might have a chance to chart. Pretty crazy, huh? I think so. Here we go. There you are. CultureCasino. The same people that say Cardi B's Grammy performance is acceptable are the same people that say swimsuit competitions are unacceptable. Yes. Yeah. You want to ban Dr. Seuss, but you want to show that on TV. Okay. Network TV in prime time. Whatever. Hey, what's up, Moira? Good to see you. The kitty has walked in. Yeah, that's down a little bit. I think a couple days ago were up over 195, maybe 197. I have a feeling this number is going to go down, especially after what we're going to talk about here in just a second. Yeah, it's going to hurt fans the most. The ticket prices are going to balloon. Cable companies will swoop in with it. That will explode cable bills. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And consider this, DirecTV's deal runs out in 2023, and they're not picking it up again. So where's Sunday Ticket going to go? Is it going to go straight to the NFL Network, so you'll have to sign up for their streaming package in order to do it? That's a good question, RC. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Flea markets are kind of fun. No doubt about that. Shout out to Az and Problem Being. Absolutely, Lord Thoth, 100%. Dude, I still see the Eiffel Tower doll in my head. I still see that all the time. Get that out. Nothing you could do by that. Nothing you could do. And we've had examples of all these fan films, Terry Rose, like the Batman one by the Flying Bat folks there. That thing was amazing, right? Dying is easy, right? And I just watched one with Gambit. Someone here, one of my amazing viewers, one of you out there, sent me a tweet with a link to it. It was amazing. I hadn't seen it before. What an incredible fan film with Gambit and Rogue in it. Holy cow. Just incredible. Yeah, just incredible. It is a big wine glass bounding, and it's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. It's Friday. Yeah. Oh, and buy Jay's book. Absolutely. Thanks, Matt G. All right. So, no, my mind, Eiffel Tower. Dude, I know. All right. Let's move on. Oh, Karen Prime sent something. I thought you were driving, Karen Prime. Be safe. Culture, do you think it would be putting the cat amongst the pigeons to ask Ripa tonight how he felt when Uche called him? Yeah. I think that that's going to solve itself behind the scenes, I hope, because they're both in the G&G family. And guess what? When you're in that family, you still, despite your disagreements, you're an adult, you work together, it should be fine. It's fun. I've seen people call each other names and be fine. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Bob Ross doll would look there in that with the white hat. Dude, I'm working on this Bob Ross thing. Justin Proper, I don't think, sent me the picture I requested. So as soon as I have the picture of him holding the Bob Ross doll, we will have a talking Bob Ross doll somewhere, somehow. It's going to happen. And Moira does do short films. Yeah, if you guys have a chance, swing by her channel and check it out. She's actually working. I think you're still working on that documentary, right, for the Tulsa massacre, right? I can't wait to see that. I think that's pretty cool. It sounds like you have access to do it, so looking forward to consuming that as well. Uh, bu- 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 bu. Okay, all right. As long as you're safe, as long as you're safe. Uche apologized for if. Oh, I'm sure he did. That's the thing. In the moment, you're going to say it. This is one of those things we have to start to recognize. You're going to have an emotional response, which you need to do everything you can to check. And just as I step back when I want to look at things like how does this make business sense when you're making a decision, we also need to take that step back and say, okay, I'm upset about this. How do I approach this differently so it's back to a reasoned conversation? And you know what? I have to do it myself sometimes. It's very easy to respond in anger, right? But oftentimes, if you digest what the other person said, break it down into less inflammatory words, sometimes you can have a more reasoned response, and that usually puts people on their heels. Um, Not because they need to be defensive, but because you've disarmed them. You took the emotion out of the circumstance and situation. Sometimes that's better. Sometimes that's better. Yes, I have to wait until I start looking for. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, all right. Just be safe when you go to do that because that could be an adventure in and of itself. You might film the whole thing. To be honest with you, I think you'd be surprised what that footage of the making of a documentary might be. I mean, I've seen people's making do better than their making. But, eh. Uche and Rip are like brothers. Yeah. Hey, look, you fight. You fight. There are times that I don't get along with the various elements of my family, let's say, and that's okay. Still family. It's okay not to agree, And the problem is that it's really hard to resist going, "Hey, I told you so. Told you so." All right, let's move on. We got more stuff. I guarantee you they will talk about, including. Let's get into. Let's go over to Forbes. Forbes has some interesting stuff. So we saw this article. This is going back from a person who is only there for diversity, equity, and inclusion. They focus on. This is for Forbes, by the way, a contributor for Forbes. This is their job responsibility. I report the fight for transgender inequality and other LGBTQ issues. Okay. All right. I can't read it on this screen. It's a little fuzzy. But okay. So that's this person's job. Interesting. So this person covered this. This is going back to February 11th. Essentially saying, just by the title, Gina Carano fired, cancel culture victim, or is this just Jedi karma? So basically, this article is essentially this person, um, you know, talking about Gina Carano getting insta fired for an Instagram post that went too far for Disney. This is the tweet, or the Instagram post, which was talking about something that essentially, if you compare it directly to what the Auschwitz Memorial said, is just a restatement of what the Auschwitz Memorial says. Is that you've ventured too long down the thing. Now, her motivations were attributed to her, not what she actually said, and so without being in her heart, you wouldn't actually know how she felt about what she posted. And of course, they went the chicken way out, saying Gina is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there's no plans for her to be in the future. That looked very, very bad. And it created a problem for her. And of course, UTA dropped her because that's the way Hollywood works. If you don't want to get pulled under and you don't want to lose other folks, that's what's that's what that's what you do, because otherwise you'll get dragged and people will start to poach your clients from your agency. Ultimately, it just always looks bad. Hail, Bear Nerd Fun. I just saw you popped in, my friend. So we move on forward to Disney's firing of Gina Carano. This article just this week that says is confusing and hypocritical, lacking sound management. Now, this person is a contributor, but it seems to be that he has a little bit more, I don't know, reason to be contributing. He writes about entertainment based on my 35 years of being in the industry. So maybe he has a little bit more to say. Maybe something else we should pay attention to. Somebody who has experience in dealing with these things. Correct? I think so. So he gives his thing, and a lot of people have already seen this article. So we've already seen videos on this article. I personally myself covered this article, and again, he spent a long time crafting this because he said that he's been sitting on it for quite some time. And when you have Forbes, a business magazine, going about the process of, let's say, and analyzing this from a business perspective, this was a bad move by Disney. It was the only positive thing going in Star Wars, and it hurt other shows as well. And it inspired a whole group of people to start to pay even closer attention to Disney's hypocrisy. From their being very thankful to certain governments who utilize forced labor. I'm going to say that very nicely to get things done, and harvesting organs and things from them. You thank them in one of your films. Awesome. You have other problems there at that company with hypocrisy when, her co-star, who's actually featured here in this photograph, says something way, way beyond the line, incredibly vile, and doesn't even apologize for it. You had a real problem there. So I have a feeling you're going to start to see that kind of thing. And they're definitely going to be talking about it, because as we move forward, you're going to see that they shelved another thing that she made an appearance on for Disney, the Bear Grylls Nat Geo show. Her episode has been shelved. And last but not least, this is a story that only broke just a few hours ago. They may have cost her another gig as well. Which, you know what, at this point, maybe there's a reason to get legal stuff involved, considering she's been fired and things are attributed to her that she didn't actually do or say. So Carano allegedly lost Fast and Furious gig over personal and political opinions. Former MMA star Gina Carano's acting career took a major hit this year when she was fired from the wildly popular The Mandalorian. She lost her role as Cara Dune on the Star Wars spin-off series, which, again, I believe Bounding Into Comics is covered extensively. Be sure to check out Bounding Into Comics on a regular. It's where a lot of us go and consume information and news, because we can count on John F. Trent and everybody there. Spencer, Donald, everybody there. My friend Drew, and many other folks. You can count on all of them to provide you amazing information, in the entertainment sphere. I mean, that's what they do. But in addition to being removed from the Mandalorian production, on her action figures disappeared, blah, 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 blah. Yesterday, it was reported that Carano had her episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls shelved also, and we got this covered, which I don't really think is consistently a credible news source, says that it may have barred her from returning to the Hollywood film franchise Fast and the Furious. So, which is crap. So hopefully everybody gets around to talking about that. I'm not sure if any of you have seen that story as of yet, but I think that going about canceling people for stuff like that, which were blown completely out of proportion and very much inaccurate. Again, there's a poll out there that is referred to in the article in Forbes that says that once people are presented with what she actually posted on Instagram, over 70% of the people are like, Disney should never have fired her. When presented with the thing that Pedro Pascal posted, I wonder what their response would be, because it was pretty vile. Pretty vile indeed. So yeah, we've had some folks walk in while I was talking. Sorry, that was a little bit of a longer segment. Author of this article, you do not speak for me. I love you guys. You're so great. You're gonna love what she's working on, Louvrian. I think so. Moira's doing some good stuff over there on her channel. Oh, of course, problem being, thank you, my friend, for considering. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, it's such great things are happening in this community, and with so much going to the charity and everything else, it's easy for me to call out people who do amazing stuff. Thank you, Problem Being, for popping in. Appreciate you. Little early for some culture. Good to see you, Bear. I hope you're doing well. Oh, the wine? Yeah, I haven't started yet. See, it's the same. It's the same level. I haven't touched it yet. I haven't touched it yet. I have soda in this cup. Soda. Sip of soda for the working man. Um, Taryn Agast. Hail all, been listening while working, or at least supposed to be working. Hey, I've been there. I live in that world. I'll be listening when I drive to everybody. I love it. This is probably the best form of interactive entertainment anybody could ever participate in. So thank you all for being here. Wouldn't have a show without you guys. And we've been holding pretty steady, somewhere between 35 and 40. That's okay. I know there's other live shows going on right now, so I have some stiff competition from some people that I respect and love hanging out with. So that's okay though. And if you haven't hit the like yet, please do so. Matt's reminding you. We have 69 so far. And while I appreciate that number very much, let's see if we can get it a little higher. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, thank you all so very much. Guess who hit 1,700 subscribers last night? It was me. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. At one point, I was at 1.69. And again, comfortable, fun number, but 1,700 is a little better. Thank you all. Hopefully, someday I'll get to 2,500 and then 5,000 and then 10. At least I could only hope. As if I last that long, we'll see. And it absolutely what happened with the Disney stuff was incredibly petty. And again, I mean, it was petty from the agent's side of things too. But that's just the way the business works for them. And again, that's why the old machine needs to be disregarded. Or what do we do with that? We usually park the old tractor back behind the barn and it rots. I'd say we parked that tractor and it's starting to rot. What do you guys say? Think that's right? Maybe so. What's up, Brightest Day? So good to see you. Thank you for your solid participation and attendance in so many streams. I've seen you everywhere right now. Thank you for that. Really, really, really appreciate it. And I know all of the other channels do as well. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. What is up, my friend? Cannot wait to finish working on some of the stuff I've got going for you. Keep working on all of this stuff. It's so great. So great. What's up? Look, Drew's in the house. What's up, Drew? Good to see you, my friend. Wow, everybody's rolling in today. Thank you for the support, guys. Really, really appreciate it. There you go. Drinking Earl Grey tea. Very strong Earl Grey tea. Hey, I've had both of my tumblers full of coffee, so I'm going to be awake for a little while. So that's a good thing. I love the interaction. It's awesome. Really is. I don't know, guys. I pretty much think they're going to start to cover some of these articles when it comes to, obviously the Gina Carano stuff, because we have more and more evidence on a day-to-day basis that, there is a movement afoot to put anybody who disagrees with them out of a job. And that's funny because I mean that's the kind of thing we've been fighting against for a very long time. I mean, it's like saying, hey, you have a particular belief system in a religion, but we're going to discriminate against you. Is that okay? I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this. But I think it's going to be a point of conversation, and I think that the fact that she's losing jobs because of it, I think that's terribly disgusting. But you guys are awesome. Old Hollywood, let the past die. Kill it if you must. Absolutely. I think we are with all of this great stuff we've been doing. It's really great. So thank you for being on. I really appreciate it. Have a blessed weekend, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. Do appreciate you, RC. Fantastic. Oh man, thank you, my man. I appreciate it. That's overly generous, Nick. It's overly generous, but thank you very much for the super chat. Thanks for being you. Well, thank you for being you. I'm happy with your growth. I want to push your channel over 1,000. I want to push all of my friends and anybody who wants to be on this platform. I want you to be successful. I want Storyman Jack to get over 1,000. I want my buddy Wes Moody to get over 1,000. I want my buddy Drew Taylor, the Supreme Heretic, to get over 1,000. I want everybody who wants to have this as something fun to do to get to the point where they can earn a little bit of scratch. You get some gas money, a little bit of monetization never hurt anyone, right? If you're making good stuff, you're entertaining people and engaging. Good for you. Bruce Lombardo for $9.99. Thank you, my friend. Brightest Day was doing Gunpla assembly and painting. Awesome. You should check him out. In fact, I'd love it if all of you would hashtag cancel Hollywood with me and start supporting good people. Bruce, I could not have said that better myself, my friend, and you're 100% right. Plus, I love watching you paint models too. Those are some of my favorite streams. Brightest Day, absolutely, guys. If you haven't checked out Brightest J, check out that channel as well. Be sure to check out my buddy Makity. Makity90 is amazing, talented artist, excellent mod, great human being. I mean, and fun streams, man. He hangs out with amazing people. Mads Mama Bear, Bruce Lombardo, M. Dastardly, who I love. I want M. Dastardly to make more stuff. I mean, M. Dastardly is going to be a great creator on that channel that he's got going. We're blessed with talent in this community. We need to take advantage of it. We need to support these people. These are the future. That's how we cancel Hollywood. We become Hollywood. Well, a better version of it anyway. Think about the fact that we will be able to create talent. Not create talent. Create content on the fly. That's what we want to do. Let's do that. Let's move forward. I'm going to keep saying it. I've been saying it for 4 months. It's going to be a mantra, guys. Move forward. Do the thing that you want to do. If you want to support somebody, support somebody. If you want to make a thing, make a thing. You know, you're gonna get supported by a huge group of people that believe in you. So thank you, and of course, again, Nick Weiser, thank you, my friend. Another amazing creator, incredible, very funny, very thoughtful. Plus, long hair, cool hair, good guy. Great on Comics Division. Can't wait to see you on that stream, my friend. Woo, we're going to have a lot to talk about after the weekend. Disney is a henhouse full of petty, vindictive, mean girls. That's actually probably a good descriptive. I don't know how you would argue with that. I'm not going to say it myself, but maybe that's true. I mean, it does appear that way. And incredibly disingenuous. I mean, think about it. I mean, Chapek said a lot of things that have turned out to be misinformation. Clownfish TV, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure if this will get covered tonight or not, or even this weekend, but Clownfish TV came out and said, look, here's more evidence of Disney lying about the Tiki Room being converted to Moana. Or, getting a Moana overlay. They were many people, including a group that's okay, WDNT, Walt Disney News Today. Yeah, WDNT. They came out with information about a proposed overlay. Disney came out and said that's an absolute lie. The art from that overlay actually finally resurfaced. It was a legit thing. Disney constantly lies to you. And they've done it in stockholder meetings very recently. So it's bad. Very, very bad. Oh, dude, you deserve it, Brightest Day. You do. Bruce Lombardo, thank you, Bruce, for all of that, for the money. But man, yeah, absolutely. I want to support everybody. You don't have to kick me any kit. You really don't. I mean, I appreciate it. The extra spending money is good. It helps the channel. It allows me to upgrade, stuff and buy another monitor or whatever. I'm actually going to upgrade my camera to a 4K. That's the next expense. But it's and I'm getting another microphone so that if the boss wants to do a live interview, we can. I think that'd be kind of fun for you guys to have her avatar talking on the other side, and I think it'd be fun interaction. But we'll see. What's up, Keely Chow? It's good to see you. It's really good to see you, my friend, and you've been everywhere as well. Just axed my HBO Max account at Brightest. I enjoyed watching fellow hobbyists working the trade. Absolutely. Hey, so I'm going to give you a little preview. Before the end of this month, you are going to see a video of me on the phone canceling my DirecTV, which takes everything off the plate for me as far as HBO Max and all of the other movie channel stuff goes. The only exception is the Disney Plus thing, which I don't pay for. So, but you're going to see that come off the board, and and then I'll subscribe as need be if I need to consume something. I'll buy things digitally. I'll watch things legally in other means, of course. But yeah, Bruce, I hear that, and again, there will be a video of me canceling DirecTV, which is insane for how long I've had them. That's just absolutely nuts. Yes, you will. Yes, you will, Drew. You crazy human. You crazy human. Brightest day. Yay. Good, good, good. You guys are awesome. We can all do it. Absolutely. Yeah, Nick, I can't wait for the day you hit 1,000, my friend. I really can't. I'm starting to watch you grow as well. This is so amazing. Um, Mr. Tickle Trunk with a $2 super sticker. My favorite little Shiba Inu. Farting hearts. Thanks, Mr. Tickle Trunk. We had a very adult conversation about the Snyder thing and what happened in that charity stream at the beginning of this stream. I know that you were participating over there, Midnight's Edge, earlier. Hopefully, I was equal to the task in an adult way as well. I think I usually try to do the adult thing most of the time. At my advanced age, it's almost unavoidable. And lurking. Yeah, I lurk and work all the time. I tell everybody that's just the case. Um, yes, Lasso of Truth, Trina. I really love this community very much. I love hanging out with all these people. And again, we don't always get along, and we have misunderstandings. But guess what? We all eventually end up figuring it out and making it work again. So the Hollywood sign isn't being as upgraded as they thought. No, in fact, in today's 6-minute video, I talked about the fact that Warner Brothers um, is not building the Skytram that they were going to build. They were going to build an aerial tram to facilitate a better view of that, rather than the narrow road that serves it now. And that's been Warner Brothers is not kicking in the $100 million that it's going to take to build that. So I don't think that project's going anywhere. Do the dang thing. That's right. Eric Weinberg, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. TGIF and safe weekend to y'all. Oh, absolutely. I concur. A safe weekend to everybody. Do enjoy all the wonderful shows that we get to consume over the course of the weekend. We have amazing people to watch. Friday Night Tights is going to be on fire. Are you guys ready for that? It's going to be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun. Can't wait. And I think we covered pretty much. I don't know how far they're going to get. They might get into 3 subjects if they're lucky over the course of 6 hours. If they go that long tonight, they might. You got young Ripa going to be there. Things are going to be fire. So we get to see it. We'll see what it is. Do the thing. That's right. Do all the things. Hit the thing. Hit the thing. Hit the thing. Hit the thing. Absolutely. Clobbering Times. What's going on, my friend? Absolutely. Good to see you and hail to you. Hail to you. All right. Culture and Nickweiser both have hair privilege. That's true. We do. Nick's is longer than mine though. I gotta gotta up my hair game. Although it gets less, it gets more curly for a little while, and then it gets less curly because of all the weight. Eventually, the curl gets pulled out of it. But I'll probably trim it a little bit before that happens. We'll see. Um, what's up, Willie? Hope everything's going well with you. I'm looking forward to us having a meeting next week. I think if you've got time for that to work on your project some, to talk through some stuff. So because I can't wait to see that, man. Franco Noir. That's what Willie Woodward is working on. So do check that out. I think it's going to launch on Indiegogo at some time in the near future. So I think that's going to be awesome. Brightest days for $5 is because I love y'all. Well, actually, that's $5 worth of love for me. Or let's see, that's $2 and change for YouTube and the balance for me. But anyway, thank you very much, Brightest Day. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you guys. Like I said, the financial support is lovely, but it's not required. I do this because I like to do this, and if you guys kick me kit, that's great. I appreciate it. Absolutely. And they have been doubling down on lies. Hey, Lord Vader, what's up, my friend? Be sure you check out some information that came out of Doomcock. I know that you're really heavy on the Star Wars side of things, and he's talking about a treatment that leaked in his latest video. So if you haven't seen that, it's an interesting listen, and lines up with a couple of things that I had heard at the beginning, not the balance of it, but a couple things that I had heard. So, and hair products are not cheap. That's right. You guys are keeping my hair healthy and happy. So thank you for that. Mm. Culture, you're a great orator. Well, thank you. I try to be. Please narrate the short essay, A Message to Garcia. Okay. I will try to, I'll try to put that in my brain. Hopefully the boss is watching and listening and she's making a note because otherwise I'll have to come back to this, but I will. A Message to Garcia. Sounds good. I'll check it out. Thank you, Roof Korea. I just use shampoo and a comb. Hey, guys are simple, right? I mean, we wash your hair, you dry your hair, you go do your stuff. So not a lot of blow drying or anything else involved in it, right? Look at all the great people in here, you guys. I really appreciate all your support. I really do. Left Cross. Oh my gosh, good to see you. It's weird that things are going digitally, and now all I want to do is collect my favorite things and their physical media. It's like we're going backwards. Yeah, absolutely. Well, consider this. I mean, back in the old days, there was no means to record any of the media that you wanted to see again. You got to see I Love Lucy live, and then you talked about it, and then it was gone. And if you did get a replay, it was at a different point in time, and maybe it wasn't quite as maybe it wasn't quite what you remembered. You know, nowadays, if you collect the physical media, at least you're not going to lose it. At least you're not going to lose it. All right, be safe, Bruce. Thanks for listening, my friend. Um, let's see. There are always creative methods to view things legally. Absolutely, absolutely. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to wrap up. We've gone 90 minutes. I want other people. Other people have shows coming up. All the people that I love and respect. I'm going to have to push this show a little bit because I think we lose some audience to some other channels, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't mind competing, and I like everybody to get a chance to interact. And if we keep it about here in the audience, it's a lot easier than when we're pushing 100. Which again, I'm not complaining about, but I like to get to as many of you as I possibly can. So everybody's saying hi to Eric. That's awesome. Springs are coming in my area. Untimely sunburn incoming. Yeah. Yeah. That one day you go out, work in the yard or work in the garden or whatnot, and you forget that the sun has decided to be there, and you're feeling good until you get that sunburn. A little rough. A little rough. Absolutely. As in Young Rippo, tonight will be fire. Absolutely, Eric. You're right on time there. Oh, check it out. This is important, guys. Revenge of the Nerds 2. Nerds in Paradise's watch party is this Saturday, right after the Rogue Entertainment show over on Bear. Right? I'm right, Bear. It's on your channel, Bear Nerd Fun. It's going to be there, so definitely check this out. Thanks, Bear, for promoting that and reminding me. I love it. You guys need to give me those subtle reminders because my brain doesn't work as well as it used to. So, People's Front of Canada. Culture looks like a nerd Jesus. Well, hey, I'll take that, nerd Jesus. It's like that's like being Hotep Jesus. Anyway, I love it. It's pretty fun. Good to see you. Used at mane and tail horse shampoo and the biotin for hair. Oh, absolutely. Some of the young ladies when I was in high school, this is going back 1,000 years ago, absolutely used mane and tail horse shampoo on their hair. They usually had incredibly long, very shiny, healthy looking hair. I liked that. Liked the shiny looking long hair back then. What does that say? Yeah, Rip is always awesome, and now that he's moving more into the G&G family, I think he's going to be it's going to be pretty awesome there. What did you think of the Snyder Cut, Lord Vader? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because you were a little late getting here. I've set aside 4 hours this weekend, 2 2-hour blocks to watch it. I had intended to see it right away. Other things became more important and because of what had happened, made me less inspired to urgently get to it. But I will let you know, Lord Vader. Absolutely, absolutely. Lady Mist, I'm glad you're still here. And yeah, this is so good. You guys are awesome. They're striking EVS trying to get him deplatformed for a joke that he made on a stream after the Zack Snyder thing. Okay. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do. It's going to be hard to do. He's very careful how he presents things. It's very difficult. I really hope that's not the case. He doesn't deserve to be canceled. That's for sure, or deplatformed. In fact, I would hope that people are tracking who are doing those things and calling out if it's false flagging, because that type of stuff, that type of behaviors, that's detestable. You are a very small human if you participate in those types of campaigns. CC is not PBS, thanks to people like you. Thanks to people like you. Yeah, no, that's not me. But I appreciate you and the money you send me as well. I got a kick-ass beard, though. You absolutely do, Shellbach. One of my favorite things is well, not just your turtle pick, but it looks cool, dude. I can't wait to see you. You need to do more streaming and videos and stuff, my friend. You're a voice we need to hear from. Voice of the actually, CC, my campaign is going to launch either early or mid-April, mainly depending upon how organized my dumb butt can be. I want to make it to the first. I want to make it the first. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. If there's any way I can help or promote it, you just make sure I know that, Willie. And you didn't have to give $5 to say that, but thank you for that, my friend. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Mine's better. Well, dude, yeah, you have a sweet beard. We have a beard argument right here in the chat between Shellback and Bear. Nerd fun. My husband claims he has phantom hair pain in that he spends more time brushing his bald head than I do my long auburn locks. Oh, Dina. I love it. Oh, wait, here we go. Culture on the Doomcock video. Some of the stuff you heard in the video is some things there. Yes. Couple things. I'm going to say, as far as I got into it, there were two things that line up with something that I'd heard about Rangers. Let's just say that in the treatment, right? So some of the other stuff I have no way of knowing, wouldn't even be able to reach out to the people to find some of that out. Well, let's just put it that way. So, but as far as what the plan was for the show, anyway. Yeah. Thank you, Lady Miss. Appreciate you. Have a fabulous weekend. Yay. Okay, we are definitely going to start closing out, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Mags, I saw Mags popped in. Hey, there's Mags. Good to see you. Someone super chatted EVS and asked him to stop killing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Context is king when it comes to this kind of thing. I don't know what to do with that one. Let me think about it. I'll think about that. That's not good news, People's Front of Canada. But again, I mean, in comics, you have a lot of confrontations and stuff that happen, and people are eliminated in various forms. I don't know. Going to be really odd. Good to see you all. Happy weekend to everybody. Friday's my favorite day, guys. It really is. Ian Caster says, I formatted the wrong hard drive today and lost all my... Oh my God, this is why you keep backups. Oh, dude. Oh, that would be devastating. Oh. Man, I hope you can find a way to I hope you find a way to get those back. I know how... I've done that before. Thank you all so very much for being here, guys. God, that's terrible news. Ethan does not run afoul of YouTube, and the person he talks to at YouTube will get the strike removed. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. Dude, I don't even know what to say about that. Man, that sucks. Oh, definitely back up your stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah. Low spec is like 2 backs up, back up its sleeve. Yeah, low spec here, I know for sure does some of that type of stuff. So we appreciate that. Man, my hair is out of control, guys. I apologize. It's a chance for a fresh start. Enjoy your weekends, everyone. Well, you too, Ironcaster. After that, I hope you recover. Man, I know what it's like. Thank you, Andre and Rico, and everybody else that's been here today. I really appreciate all of you. So much to see this weekend, so much to talk about. Hopefully we got some of them right. I think we did for Friday Night Tights and Friday Night Frolics and all of the stuff that's going to happen over the weekend, including on the Rogue Entertainment show that'll be happening here this weekend as well. And this is possible. Thank you, Bear. That's a good suggestion for recovering those. I want pie too. I understand that. And you guys are so amazing. Thank you all. You guys are just incredible. So anyway, be sure, as always, to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. Yeah. And since the plane is backing up, until next time, bye.
Ready in about 1 minute. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely check out the Fourth Wave show Saturday. Absolutely. Thank you, Bear Bear. That's a special event, guys. Do check it out.